the kettlebell swing. It's kind of the same thing as a deadlift because it is a hip hinge movement, but as I like to call it an active deadlift, okay? So I'm going to demonstrate how to do it today, guys, and how to do it effectively. So let's just set up, just for the sake of this, as a deadlift to demonstrate how to do the hip hinge first of this movement in the first place. So, as we know through my other videos, to do a deadlift, we're going to get down, hips back, okay, you're going to grab the bar, nice and close to your shins, thrust those hips forward and squeeze your glutes. Now, a deadlift is a hip hinge movement, the same thing as a hip thrust where the barbell sits on your hips, you're going back and thrusting it forward and squeezing the glutes. Now, how do we implement that on a kettlebell swing? Well, very simple. What we're going to do is we're going to grab that kettlebell. It's going to stand right there, right between your legs. You're going to go down and grab that kettlebell, okay? And stand up with it. Now, I'm going to show you on a side view how to do it. So, same thing as a deadlift. Now, you're going to cause the kettlebell to come up. We're going to make it an active deadlift. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw that kettlebell back, hinge at the hips, thrust those hips forward, squeeze the glutes. Now the power through the hips is causing that kettlebell to come up. I'm not throwing my arms in the air, that's through my hips. Now, how it's done as a squat, which I see in the gym most of the time, is this. It's called a squat hip thrust, squat kettlebell swing. I don't know what it's called, but it is just ugly. So what people do is they go down and they'll squat and they'll go, or they'll use their arms. They'll just do this. And they'll think they're doing a kettlebell swing, but they're not. Or they'll do this. And they'll squat and they'll throw it up. As you can see, I'm squatting. Okay, I'm not using my hip hinge movement of a deadlift or a hip thrust to cause that kettlebell to go up. So it's not a hinging movement at all. What you're doing is you're squatting and throwing it up. Okay, even though technically speaking a squat is hinging through the hips to perform the squat, it's not exactly the same as a deadlift, which a kettlebell swing mimics the deadlift and is called an active deadlift, which is a kettlebell swing.